Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7, Chiefs, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Of 15. First down, Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboys.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. from midfield. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Cowboys 21, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Cowboys 21, Chiefs 7.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
In your face. He's checking.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
The score, Cowboys 28, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is good.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Breaks a tackle. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one?
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27 on the carry.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Elliott again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running with Elliott. And boy, is Is he close? Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Complete.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
9 yards.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 35, Cowboys 31. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Elliott. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Cowboys
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 38. Chiefs.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's caught inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 87.
Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Is good.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
The softball pepper goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. You.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 6-yard line.
get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon